Hi folks, I'm going to walk you through a quick introduction to SolidTrust Pay and how to set up your account there so you can get paid. So first thing you want to do is make sure you're here at solidtrustpay.com up in the top here. You want to go over to here to sign up. Pretty straightforward so far, huh? Next thing you want to do is choose personal account. We don't need to set up a business here. We're just using our personal account to get paid from. It's all you're going to need. And from here we're just going to fill in our profile details, select a username, email address. Keep the username simple. It'll let you know whether that's available or not. Use an email address that you're always going to have access to. Select a login password, and as you can see, it's going to make sure that you have these parameters. It has at least one number in it, has at least one uppercase letter in the middle somewhere, and that it has a lowercase letter plus a punctuation mark. Okay, then you're going to choose a secondary password. So same thing, has the same parameters, and also you're going to set up a secret question. So if I may suggest that you have a pen and paper handy and you write these passwords and secret questions down and then stick it away somewhere safe where you will not lose it and have access to it at any time, because it's a real pain in the butt if you lose your passwords with SolidTrust Pay. Sometimes passwords in something so complex can be difficult to retrieve, especially when there's secondary passwords and so forth. So just write this stuff down. You don't want to have a day where you don't get paid. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video while I fill out all my personal information and passwords. Once it's done, go down to the bottom, click sign up. So once you've submitted, and make sure that you click on the little checkbox above the submit button that you've agreed to the terms and conditions, so you should be here on this page. You've completed the first stage of the sign up process. The next step is to find the confirmation link that will have arrived in your email. It should be immediately, but sometimes it can take 5 to 10 minutes, so have some patience. I'm going to go check that right now. Be right back. Alright, so I found the email, and inside the email is a link, but it's not an active link, so I've copied it, and now I'm going to paste it into my browser here. Click enter. And here we go. We've successfully activated your new SolidTrust Pay account. To proceed, click on sign in button up at the top here, and let's get going. So I'm signing in. Here we go. And one thing I know for sure that we need to do is get verified so that we can receive money and send money. When your account is not verified, it's kind of restricted, and there's only certain things you can do or a certain amount of money you can take each day. So let's go have a look at a few things here under my account. So verify and upgrade and verify account, instant verification. So we're going to look first of all at verifying account. So bank verified is always the best, simply because from here we can also use the bank options, bank transfers directly into your bank account. So we're going to click on bank verified. It's going to tell you some of the things that you need to do. You'll want to get these things ready before you begin the process of submission, which is right here. Click here to get started, because there's a few things like you need to have unaltered photo ID showing expiry and birth dates. Passport is one option. Driver's license is another option. Sometimes, depending on what country you're in, you're going to need both of those. Also, recent phone bills, if you have them. If you don't have them, you can use any two documents here that are sent out to you in the mail showing your name and address. So bank statements, utility statements, those kinds of things. So I'm going to go ahead and click here to get started. Instant verification. And I'll just pause this while I fill out the information and submit my pictures and documents. Okay, once you've submitted all the documents and your personal information, you'll end up back on this page. It took a while for the process to upload, so don't get impatient and click off of it. Just wait for it to finish processing, and it will redirect you back to this page here, and it says at the bottom here, please allow up to 5 working days for this process to take place to be completed. Resubmitting your information will slow the verification process, so don't resend it. Okay, and of course it says up here none of it's done, but of course that's because it's still in process. So now the next thing that you will want to do is add a new credit card and add a new bank account, or if you use Bitcoin, you can add a new Bitcoin wallet and also buy STP debit cards. So let's go through this process right here with add a new debit or credit card. Very straightforward. You're going to fill out all this information, what type of card it is, expiration, and then add it. Okay. Same with bank account. Add your bank account, what kind of account it is, all of the personal pertinent information that they need for your bank account, and this is Canadian of course because that's where I am, so it'll depend what country you're in and what your bank layout looks like. Yeah. And then you may want to buy yourself a debit card just for ease of use. Okay, this is the next step that is super important for everybody. Now that you've got a bank account added into your account, you still have to become bank verified. So the way to do that is we'll come down to view bank accounts. You can see that my verification says no. Complete the authorization agreement if it's on the screen, and here's my Canadian banking agreement. So I'm going to click this, download it, open it, and it looks like this. Authorization for direct bank deposits and withdrawals. I'm going to have to print this, take it to my bank, get it signed, sign it myself, add a void check here, scan it, and then, as it says here, submit your documentation via one of the following methods. I can email it to them, or I can upload it here, which is going back to this area here. Upload documents to us online right here. I can put a comment in here to make it easy for everybody. Bank agreement. Bank agreement Canada. Of course in the US, bank agreement US. Go find that file that I just finished filling out, scanning and adding. Cruise down here, send documents. I would encourage you then to continue looking through how to withdraw funds. It's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, you can always go to the help center here. You can log in and then you can create tickets, or you can just look through the existing tickets that are already there for the help files that may be pertinent to your question. They're really good about getting back to you, sort of same day thing. But go through the rest of it, see what's interesting to you, what's applicable. But you're pretty much done now. You've done the hard part. Now the easy part is just accepting the funds. All right? So take care, everybody. Thanks for listening in.